Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to another English class here on verbling.com. My name is Lisa, and in this hour, we're going to be having a writing practice class. So what this means is that you are going to have the opportunity to practice writing, and I'm going to be doing some corrections and giving you feedback on your writing. So if you have a reservation for this hour, you can use the reservation now. If you don't have a reservation, then that's okay. You can just join us if there's room as soon as you see the join class button. So hi guys, welcome. Hi Hamid.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. Yeah. And Luis, how are you doing?
I'm great, teacher. Thank you.
All right. Did you enjoy Carnival, or at least some time off, maybe?
Yes, I ride in my bicycle around my city a lot.
Oh, good. Nice. All right. Great. That's wonderful. Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna have a story. Yes, Hamid, I have your words ready.
And which ending do you want to see from me?
Tragic.
Okay.
Yes. So, as you can see, I'll put the document up here, and I'll explain how this works. Let's just wait a minute until we see if we have some more people joining us, because we did have a fully booked class, but you never know who's going to actually show up. But it's nice just wait a few minutes. Let's see, Hamid, you want to just do it? Yeah, just copy and paste it, and then you can do it down here. So that way, maybe that'll help with pushing it down and stuff. So I'll go over all of these questions here in a minute. Hamid's going to get started. He already knows what he wants to write about. And Luis, you can look over it as well if you want. Luis, did you have Monday and Tuesday off, or how many days off did you have? How many days of vacation? Luis? Maybe he stepped away from his computer for a minute. Luis, are you there? Bring back. Okay. All right, I'm going to check over here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, I was hoping Amparo would show up too to do some writing. Luis, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, okay. Hi. Luis, did you have Monday and Tuesday off, or how many days off did you have?
Since Friday
Oh.
is very slow in Brazil, everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, good. You had some vacation time. Hi there, I'm Emilio. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon. Sorry for being late.
Oh, no problem. We just wait first few minutes anyways. Some people might be coming later just because they're finishing up other classes or something, so it's okay. No problem. I just put the link up in the group chat for you. So
Okay.
you can click on the group chat over in the left-hand side, the icon there, yeah, and then click on the document, and that'll open up the document where we're going to write.
Thanks.
I have a bunch of different questions and topics. So in the writing class for this time, you have a lot of different choices. And the idea behind the writing class is to just give you some time this hour to practice writing and to get some feedback from me. So it's always a good idea for you to just try, do your best to write something. Even if you make mistakes or whatever, it doesn't matter. And then when I give you the feedback and I make the corrections, then you can see what you didn't do correctly. And so that way you can learn that way. Hi, Tomas.
Hello, hi, how are you?
Good. I put the link for you in the group chat. So if you want to go to the group chat, just click on that blue icon over there on the left, in the top left corner of the Google Hangouts window, and then you can click on there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start explaining. If we have some other people join us, they can I'll tell them what to do too. But so you guys can get started. So the way the basic instructions are: you're going to choose a question. Once you don't have to do number 1 or 2. You can start with number 4, number 8, whatever you want. Lots of choices. And you write at your own level. So don't worry about it if somebody else can write a lot more than you or they use different words. Just write at your own level. That's okay. And so just write your answer. Now, some people ask me, how long does it have to be? This class is for you to practice. So it's a good idea for you to write, at least maybe 4 or 5 sentences at least. And if you want to say more, of course, do more, because it's your opportunity to practice. When you're done with your first answer, then you tell me that you're done, and then I'm going to have you read it out loud. So you're going to read it out loud, and when you're reading it out loud, sometimes you hear if something isn't right or something like that, and then I'm going to correct it. So I'll make corrections, maybe to spelling, maybe to punctuation, maybe verb tenses, plurals, something like this. Sometimes I just correct the wording, just because sometimes you might say something that's kind of like a translation from your language, and I'll give you the more common way that we would say it in English, so that way you can learn that. And then if we have time, you keep doing that until we're done with the hour. So it might be that you can answer a couple of different questions. It just depends on how much you write. So here are the options. The first one is to write a story, actually, and Hamid likes to do these. You write a short story that includes these 4 items. So a cabin, which is like a little house, in the woods. The woods is the forest. So you have to have that in your story. A cat, the president, it could be the president of anything, the president of a country, the president of an organization, it's up to you, and a backpack. So these 4 things have to somehow get into your story. If you want to write an essay, practice like for the TOEFL exam, this is the question. Nowadays, with the invention of the microwave and with the popularity of fast food restaurants, food has become easier to prepare than ever. Do you think microwave ovens and fast food restaurants are beneficial to society? That means good for society. And if you do, you have to use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. So yes, you would have to either agree or disagree, and then explain why you think yes or why you think no. And that's a little bit longer essay, several paragraphs, maybe 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. Then some questions here. What does your future hold? That means what do you think is going to be in your future? What are you going to do in your future? And you could write about that. Here's a question, a hypothetical question. If you had to move to another country for a year, what would you miss most about your own country? And then you would explain why you would miss it, why it's important to you, that type of thing. Number 5, if you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? So tomorrow you wake up and now you can do something new, something different. Maybe you can play the piano, or you can program computers all of a sudden, or you could be more calm, something like that. So you could talk about that one. Here's another question, number 6. Your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash. That means a final, quick move to save any one item. So what would it be and why? So if you could go back into your burning house and save one thing, what would you save and why? Here's kind of a current events thing. What do you think will happen if Greece leaves the Eurozone? So what if they decide they don't want to be a part of the euro? They want to go back to their own money. What do you think will happen? And then this is where you get to play, you get to give advice. So in the United States, we have Dear Abby letters where somebody writes and says, what should I do? And you get to give advice. So this person says, I get a lot of, this is a woman, I get a lot of friend requests from men I don't even know on Facebook. What should I do? And so you get to give that lady some advice, what she should do. All right, so you get to choose your questions, and then the example here is when you choose it, you can come down here and type your name and then maybe the number of the question that you're answering, or if you want to, you could copy and paste it too, just so we have it right there. And then just type your answer. And as people type, it'll move it down. So Hamid went all the way down here, and he's typing his story down here. And you can just pick a place on the page, and then you can start typing. So if you just start typing there like that, it'll work. So everybody can type on the same document. So just make sure you're kind of give everybody a little bit of space. Okay, so you can think about which one you want to start with, and then you can get started writing. You can also type on another document on your computer and then copy and paste onto this document when you're done, if that's easier for you. Does anybody have any questions? No? Okay.
How much time do we have to write or to answer the question?
So, well, it's probably good if you take only about 20 minutes to write your first question or less. So it depends on how fast you write and how much you want to write. But we want to make sure that everybody has at least the chance to read 1 or 2 answers and have me correct. So it'll probably be quiet for the first 15 or 20 minutes while people are writing. And then what happens is everybody gets finished, and then I start correcting. So it's really up to you, Emilio. If you want to answer one and maybe spend 10 minutes typing or 15, it just depends on which one you want. So we just have the whole hour. That's the amount of time we have.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
I am done, Lisa.
Okay. You can read.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a president for Warbling country, and he was preparing the next election to receive people's votes again. There were many scandal ideas for him, and his name was Mr. Kerenser. He had a pet animal, and it was a cat. That cat was his best friend. Mr. Kerenser was tired to hear scandals on him, and he wanted to be far away for a while from Warbling country. He planned a mini trip for himself with his best friend. The cat's name was Miss Maid, and Mr. Kerenser started to prepare his backpack. He would go to mini trip for a week. He only shared his trip idea to his close and trusted government employers. The president hadn't known that there was a spy from his employers, and that person was giving all information related to Mr. Kerenser. So that person sent a secret message to the intelligence service. The service was FMC, female male chales, and they were the best in the world. The president started his trip and he walked with Miss Elmate during 4 hours, not to stop and give break time. Furthermore, both of them were very tired. The backpack was also so heavy that it was 15 kilograms, and the president was carrying on the backpack on his back. Miss Elmate saw a cabin and she started to meow because of her excitement. Mr. Kerenser also noticed a cabin in the woods. He decided to rest indoors for a while. Unfortunately, Mr. Kerenser didn't know that there was a sinus sensor on his backpack. The FMC service guys found his place from the navigation signals, and they prepared to eliminate him because of the country's prosperity. There were a master group with all sniper rifles and vast technologic weapons. They came to the president's cabin environment. They made a circle shape all the size of the cabin. Mr. Kerenser and Miss Elmate were sleeping deeply by snoring. They didn't hear and notice anything. One of the FMC guys was expert in bombing. He placed to the bomb that he would bomb when the president entered to the restaurant. So the plan was wonderful, and Mr. Kerenser was very sweetie, and he wanted to take a bath. The restroom had bathing tools as well. As soon as the president opened the door, there was a voice of bombing. The commander of the FMC called to the new president member. The mission was completed successfully.
Wow.
Okay. Good. All right. Let's see. Oh, do I have an echo again? All right. Let me see if I take my headphones out. Does that work? Does that help, Amparo? Without my headphones?
If I speak, we can understand. I can still echo.
When Hamid speaks, I can hear the echo.
Oh, okay. It's not me. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me correct it. All right. Once upon a time, comma, there was a president. I would say of a president of Verbling country, and he was preparing the next. I would say he was preparing for the next election to receive the people's vote again. There were many, I would say, scandals about him, or you could say related to him, and his name. And I wouldn't put "and," I would just say period. Then his name was Mr. Kerenser. He had a pet animal, and it was a cat. The cat was his best friend. Okay, Mr. Kerenser was tired of, we say tired of something, tired of hearing about the scandals related to him, and he wanted to be far away for a while from Verbling country. He planned a mini trip for himself with his best friend. The cat's name was Ms. Elmate, and Mr. Carenza started to, okay, period. Mr. Carenza started to prepare his backpack. He would go on a mini trip for a week. He only shared his trip, I would say instead of idea, I would say his trip plans with his closest and most, I would say, most trusted government employees, I would say. Because the employer, he's the employer. The employees are the people who work for the government. The president hadn't known that there was a spy among his employees, and that person was giving all, I would just say, information related to Mr. Carencer. That person was giving information related to Mr. Carencer. To who?
To FMC service.
I would just say that, yeah, to the intelligence service. The service was FMC, female chase, and they were the best in the world. Okay. The president started on his trip, and he walked with Miss Elmate during 4 hours non-stop, we would say. Non-stop without any break time. Furthermore, both of them were very tired. I would say therefore, both of them were very tired. The backpack was also so heavy. I would just say it was also maybe like extremely heavy, and just put a comma, 15 kilograms. And the president was carrying it on his back, you could say something like the whole time. Ms. Elmate saw a cabin, and she started to meow because of her excitement. Mr. Carencer also noticed that cabin in the woods. He decided to rest in there for a while. Unfortunately, Mr. Carencer hadn't known that there was a signal sensor on his backpack. The FMC service guys found his location, I would say, from the navigation signals, and they prepared to eliminate him. What did you mean because of the country's prosperity? You mean for or?
Yes.
Okay, for the country's prosperity. All right, there was a master group of there was a master group with sniper rifles and we would say the latest technological weapons. They came to the president's cabin. I would just say cabin. They made a circle. Okay, I would say so. To make a circle means to. We have a special word. It's encircle. So they encircled all sides of the cabin. Mr. Carencer and Ms. Elmate were sleeping deeply. You could just put a comma and say snoring. Maybe they didn't hear or notice anything. One of the FMC guys was an expert in bombing. He placed the bomb. You could take out the two. He placed the bomb that he would use, or we say detonate, when the president entered the restroom. So the plan was wonderful, and Mr. Carencer was very sweaty. Period. Mr. Carencer was very sweaty, and he wanted to take a bath. The restroom had. What did you mean by bathing tools?
I mean, the restroom and the bathroom are same.
Together? Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Carencer was very sweaty and he wanted to take a bath.
I mean,
Okay.
For example, the sink or other details.
Yeah. Okay, okay, that's okay, because normally in English we would assume that, because in our bathrooms always we have the toilet, the sink, and like a shower or a bathtub in there already.
Maybe some cabins can be separated, so I wanted to write because of that.
Oh, okay, not here. They wouldn't be
Okay.
separate here. Okay. Mr. Carencer was very sweaty and he wanted to take a bath. As soon as the president opened the door, you could say to the bathroom, there was instead of a voice of bombing, you could say there was a loud explosion. That is what we call what happens when the bomb goes off. The commander of the FMC called the new president called the
I
new
think
president?
new president member because there is
Member?
election soon, so we don't know.
Presidential candidate. Okay. So there'd be
Yes.
okay. The mission was completed successfully. Okay. Too bad for the president. Okay, let's see. All right, sounds like Emilio, you're done. Let's see, Luis. Okay, Luis, why don't you go ahead and read yours, and then Emilio,
Okay.
I'll go to you next. Okay, Luis.
Fine.
Mine was about the TOEFL essay.
Okay.
So I must read the question, teacher.
No, you don't have to read the question.
Okay. The fact that food is easy to prepare, it doesn't mean that it's not healthy. There are several fast foods where you can eat salad or fish ready prepared, and they are good food. What is harmful to our body is the lazy and artificial style of life that people live in a urban society. Even a fast food once in a while is not all damaging to your body if you not exaggerate. People should worry about burn the fat that they eat on a daily basis, especially those who make no physical activity at work. Some arguments about how new technology are damaging society has more to do with cultural bias than the damage made itself. Microwave is not good or bad. Its value depends on its use. The same goes to the fast food store. Some fast food provide just natural and very healthy meals. It depends what people want to eat as well. The business owners used to invest where the customers lead them. It's not the other way around.
Okay. All right, let's go to the top. All right, the fact that food is easy to prepare, okay, you don't need the it. You can take that out. Doesn't mean that you put the it over here. It. The fact that food is easy to prepare doesn't mean that it, the food, is not healthy. There are several fast foods. I'm just going to put no apostrophe there. Fast food, actually we would have to say fast food restaurants. So there are several fast food restaurants where you can eat salad or fish already prepared, and they are good food. All right. What is harmful to our bodies, I would say our bodies, since we're is the lazy and artificial style of life that people live in the urban society. Even fat, we say fatty food, even fatty foods once in a while is not all damaging to your body if you do not exaggerate. Or instead of exaggerate, it would say if you do not overdo it. That means like eat too much of it.
Okay.
People should worry about burning the fat that they eat on a daily basis, especially those who we would say have no physical activity at work. Some arguments about how new technology are damaging society have, so I would put have because of plural arguments, have more to do with cultural biases than the damage itself. Okay, microwave is not, I would say a microwave is not good or bad. Its value depends on its use. It's referring to the microwave. The same goes for the fast food restaurants. Some fast food provides just natural and very healthy meals. Okay, some fast food restaurants provide, provide just natural and very healthy meals. It depends on what people want to eat as well. The business owners, I would say, usually invest where the customers lead them. It is not the other way around. Okay, so the business owners want to sell what the customers will buy, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. exactly. Okay, good. Any questions?
I could instead of repeat fast food restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
I could say just some them provide.
Some of them. You could say some of them. Yeah.
The text would be concise, I think,
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah. The same
repeating the
goes.
same.
Yeah, you could just say that. Um, some of them provide just natural and very healthy meals. Because you just said it here, the fast food
Yes,
restaurants. That's fine.
it's okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, let's see. Emilio, which one is yours?
Mine is traveling to another country is number 4. Okay. First of all, it depends on which country I will move to, but generally speaking, and assuming that I will go with my wife and daughters,
I found
I,
it. Go
I
ahead.
will miss, I will miss my family and close friends the most. I think I put
Yeah,
okay, I put the most at the end of the sentence.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a social person and like to have frequent contact with them. Today it's becoming easier to keep update and have visual contact through Skype, for example, but nothing can replace the human contact. Some people would say that food will become a problem, but it's not my case, as I love trying new dishes and experiences different flavors. And last but not least, I will miss the kind of social life we get in Spain, going out with our friends, spending time in the street along the year, and seeing the sun every day.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you live, Emilio? In Spain?
I'm living in Madrid.
Oh, okay, Madrid. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. All right. First of all, it depends on which country I would move to. But generally speaking, and assuming that I would go with my wife and daughters, I would miss, and let's see, you got it right, my family and close friends the most. All right. I am a social person and like to have frequent contact with them. Good. Today, it's becoming easier to keep updated and have visual context through Skype. And then, i.e., we only use that. We don't. We do it usually like when you're going to make a list of something or you're going to put something in parentheses. But here, we would say, for example. Yeah. So today it's becoming easier to keep updated and have visual contact through Skype, for example, but nothing can replace, I would just say, human contact. Some people would say that food would become a problem, comma, but it's not my case. I would say, but not in
Not in
my
my case.
case, as I love trying new dishes and experiencing different flavors. And last but not least, I would miss the kind of social life we get in Spain, or that we have in Spain, going out with our friends, spending time in the street throughout, I would say throughout the year, and seeing the sun every day. Okay, you don't have to capitalize sun unless you're making a very big point about it.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, depending on where you go, you might not have as much
Yes.
sun.
If I go to Brazil, probably it won't be a problem.
Oh, yeah, not a problem in Brazil. You'll be hot there. Okay, good. Let's see, Amparo, is this you in the purple? Down here?
It's mine.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I think that microwave ovens help you a lot in order to spend less time in the kitchen, and having a fast food restaurant close home is always a good alternative when we are in a hurry. However, these things that could sound beneficial for everyone, they are harmful if we don't establish limits to them. Our modern society is forgetting to spend time together. The kitchen time was an opportunity to share tasks in between the family members. Cooking was a task where everyone used to participate. Someone was in charge of preparing the salad, the other the juice, the other to do the dishes, the other set the table, etc. In one way or another, everyone had a responsibility and used to talk during the time that they were working at home. Furthermore, when you use the microwave, generally is for reheating a frozen food that you bought at the supermarket, and it generally contains preservatives which are not healthy at all. It Fast food helps you to get fat because of the saturated fats that it contains. Generally, fast food has a high level of sodium or carbohydrate. Both of them cause diseases like high blood pressure, fatty liver, cholesterol, etc. For this reason, I think that modern inventions should be used with moderation. They can be useful if we use them with precaution.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's see from the beginning. I think that microwave ovens help you a lot in order to spend less time in the kitchen, and having a fast food restaurant close to home is always a good alternative when we are in a hurry. However, these things that could sound beneficial for everyone are harmful if we don't establish limits for them, I would say. Our modern society is forgetting to spend time together, and I would put a semicolon here to make it the next sentence is related, but it's a complete sentence here. The kitchen time was an opportunity to share tasks, I would say, among the family members. Cooking was a task where everyone used to participate. I would say in which everyone used to participate. And then I'll put a colon here to explain. Someone was in charge of preparing the salad, the other the juice, the other to do the dishes, the other to set the table, etc. Okay, in one way or another, comma, everyone had a responsibility and used to talk during the time that they were working at home. Furthermore, when you use the microwave, generally it is for reheating a frozen food that you bought at the supermarket, and it generally contains preservatives which are not healthy at all. Eating fast food helps you to get fat. That's kind of funny, helps you, because it doesn't necessarily, you don't want to be helped. You could say eating fast food contributes to getting fat because of the saturated fats that it contains. Generally, fast food has a high level of sodium or carbohydrates. Both of them cause a disease like high blood pressure diseases like, okay, yes. I'm going to put a semicolon there too. I'm going to put all of these reasons, I think that modern inventions should be used, and we say in moderation. In moderation. They can be useful if we use them with caution. Precaution is a little bit different, but we have to use them with caution, carefully. We have to use them carefully. Okay? All right, good. Okay. Alexandra, hello. Are you ready to read?
Hello.
Whoops. Hello. Long time no see. Okay, what are you going to tell this lady on Facebook?
Okay. I would start with defining the goal of your presence in social networks. Some people use them as a means of getting acquainted with the opposite sex, which is apparently not the case since you voiced your concern here. Maybe it's not directly what you're looking for,
Yeah.
but deep inside your heart, you wouldn't mind finding some guy on the internet. In any case, moderation would be a good solution. Reconsider the pictures you post on your page. Sometimes I look through pages of different girls, out of curiosity, don't get me wrong, in social networks, and they truly overwhelm me. They are reminiscent of pictures from erotic magazines, so no doubt they get a lot of attention. You should also be circumspect not only about your appearance, but the content of your page. Be on the lookout for what people post on your page and think twice before posting something yourself. Too much of exposure to unfamiliar people usually doesn't do any good. Besides, nowadays many employers look up on potential workers on the internet. Not that they try to dig up something on you, it is just a common practice and you should be aware of that and not post something inappropriate. That could pay you off both in terms of your future career and personal relationship.
Nice. Very diplomatic. Okay. I would start with defining. I would you can say with, it's more common if you say I would start by defining. By. With is okay. The goal of your presence in social networks or on social networks, since we say it's on the network, on the internet kind of thing. Yeah, your presence on, just it's more common preposition used. In is okay as well, but you mostly hear on, which is a new thing because the internet is new, so you have to figure out which one you use. Some people use them as a means of getting acquainted with the opposite sex, comma, which is apparently not the case since you voice your concern here. All right, maybe it is not directly what you're looking for, but deep inside your heart, comma, you wouldn't mind finding some guy on the internet. In any case, moderation would be a good solution. Reconsider the pictures you post on your page. Sometimes, comma, I look through pages of different girls out of curiosity, don't get me wrong, on social networks, and they truly overwhelm me. They are reminiscent of pictures from erotic magazines, so no doubt they get a lot of attention. You should also be circumspect not only about your appearance, but the content of your page. Be on the lookout for what people post on your page and think twice before posting something yourself. All right, good. Too much exposure, you don't need the of there, too much exposure to unfamiliar people usually does not do any good. Besides, nowadays many employers look, I would say, instead of look up on, we say check up on potential workers on the internet. Not that they try to dig up something on you, and I haven't put a comma there. It is just a common practice, and you should be aware of that and not post something inappropriate. I would say this could pay. What did you mean here? This could pay off. Okay, this could pay off. Yeah, this could pay off. Yeah, for you, both in terms of your future career and personal relationship. All right. Yeah, this. So paying attention to what you post. Yes, it could be. So the payoff is like what the benefit. This could be beneficial for both you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Good. Good use of the expressions there. Yeah. This one. Yeah. They look at your profile on the internet. They certainly do that. But we say check up on you. Like they check up on you. They're checking you out. Trying to figure out what you're doing, what kind of person you are, that type of thing. Okay, good. Let's see, Tomas, did you have one? Before
yes,
I go
okay.
to... Okay, is it...
The question number 5.
Number 5. Where did you... Okay.
Yes, 5, 6.
Number 6, okay. This one right here? That
It's
one. Okay.
I have been very interested in know what the animals are thinking. If I could choose one ability, I like listen and understand animals, in a special cat, because it's my preferred pet. I am absolutely sure that they can learn to ask plenty of things and knowledge. For the other hand, I don't like to know what they think of us.
Okay, cool. All right, so okay, we're going to change it around a little bit. I have always been very interested in knowing what the animals are thinking, period. If I could choose one ability, I would like to listen and, let's say, listen to and understand animals, and then instead of in a special, we say especially cats. Whoops. Especially cats, because they are my preferred pet. Okay, I am absolutely sure, plenty of us, okay, that they can teach us. So when we talk about teaching and learning, somebody teaches you something and you learn from somebody. So we say that they can teach us plenty of things and knowledge. And then we say, on the other hand, I do not like to know what they think of us. All right. I would say, on the other hand, I would not like to know what they think of us. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have a cat, and I would like to know what's going on because the cats are very mysterious. Okay, Emilio, you want to speak at level C2?
Yes, of course.
Wouldn't that be great, huh? Just
Yes,
wake
yes.
up.
My dream.
Wake up. You could have like a magic pill, a magic English pill. Yeah.
Just like that.
That would be great. I know. You would save a lot of time and a lot of money, that's for sure. Okay, what did you tell Mrs. XYX?
Okay. Dear Mr. Friend and Miss XYX, I think you should learn how to use Facebook properly because there are some limitations method for everybody. You are an attractive girl and everybody follows you. You should be careful for your sharings and comments, and you can easily eliminate and you can remove their comments about you. If you have another difficulty, please send your contact information. On Facebook, I can behave like you, and I can take control your bad status to make better situations.
Okay. All right, I think you should learn how to use Facebook properly because there are some limiting, let's see, hold on, we say limiting methods for everybody. What did you mean limiting methods?
I mean, you can, for example, you can delete that person from your accounts like that.
Oh, okay. Probably because there are some things you can do to, I would say maybe like control your page or your account or something like that. You are an attractive girl and everybody follows you, period. You should be careful about your, instead of your sharing, I would say you should be careful about what you share and your comments, period. You can easily eliminate and remove their comments about you. If you have, I would say, any other difficulties, comma, please send your contact information to me. On Facebook, I can behave like you would be to impersonate you, and I can take control of your bad status to make everything better. All right, you're going to take over her page for her?
Yes.
I see. Show her how it's done. All right, good. Alexandra. So, Alexandra, have you been, are you still working on your, what, LSAT or something?
Yes,
Yeah? When are you going to take it?
in June.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Lisa, may I ask a question?
Sure.
Could you please tell me whether a sensational story can evoke a feeling of hope?
A sensational story?
Yes, because I've read that sensational story is a story which evokes strong feelings. Can we consider hope a strong feeling?
I don't think it would be the most common feeling you would get from a sensationalistic story. Usually the sensationalistic stories are kind of over-exaggerate, like they exaggerate some type of thing that happened, and they're more used for kind of shocking people, you know, like talking about scandals and frauds and, you know, things that people did that would be kind of shocking. That's like a sensationalistic style of writing.
And what about urban legends?
Urban legends? I wouldn't think that would be like sensationalism. Like what? Do you have something in mind? Like an example?
I don't know, maybe Robin Hood? No?
Trying to give the poor people hope, okay?
Yes. Yes, yes.
I never thought about it that way. Usually when the way I understand the sensationalism or a sensational story is it's in like tabloids, you know, and they're talking usually like about sex related or money related or something like this, and you're trying to evoke a strong emotion from somebody, but usually the emotion is like hate or frustration or anger or something like that, you know. So I don't know, like the story of Robin Hood could be hope for one person, but it's like it's also frustration and anger, like at rich people or something like that, you know.
Yes.
But hope for the other side. Yeah.
Thank you.
So like, yeah, I'm gonna also just if you look like on this Wikipedia page that might help you out, and there might be like some examples of more sensational story. It's just sensational just means a way of writing of exaggerating and pointing out like certain parts of it that make you go, ooh, I hate that guy, you know. Like yellow journalism is another word. Okay, good. Any other questions, you guys? No? Okay, thanks for coming to class. I have a reading class up next, so maybe I'll see you there, and if not, have a good day or evening.
Thank
or night.
you.
Okay, take care. Good seeing you guys.
Bye.
Okay, bye.